This is one of the most versatile overcoats you can own. It works over a suit, over knitwear, even over denim. And yet few people actually know where the Raglan coat came from or what really makes it so special. Today we're breaking down its history, how it got its name, and why it's one of the easiest ways to upgrade your winter wardrobe. The Raglan coat takes its name from Lord Raglan, a 19th century British Army officer who famously lost his arm at the Battle of Waterloo. The story goes that after his injury, his tailor designed a coat with a diagonal seam. It was running from the collar directly to the underarm, removing the shoulder seam and giving him more freedom of movement. It made dressing easier and the coat more comfortable. Whether or not that story is entirely true, it's hard to say. Historians now believe that the sleeve design may have existed even before Lord Raglan himself, and that he simply popularized it. Some trace its inspiration much further back to garments like the ancient Greek-Roman chiton. It's a tunic cut from a single piece of fabric that naturally extended over the shoulder in one flowing line. It's easy to see how that design, simple, functional, and elegant, could inspire 19th century tailors to create what we now call the Raglan sleeve. What's certain is that during Lord Raglan's time, especially around the Crimean War, coats with this construction became practical military garments, easier to move in, better for layering, and well suited for the unpredictable weather of the battlefield. And like many of our modern tailored pieces, the trench coat, the pea coat, the double-breasted jacket, the Raglan coat is another example of how wartime innovation shaped timeless civilian style. The defining feature is the sleeve construction. Unlike a set-in sleeve, which has a hard shoulder seam and connects at the arm side, the Raglan sleeve extends all the way to the collarbone in one continuous piece. That subtle change completely transforms the coat. It moves with you, giving your shoulders more freedom and comfort. It softens the silhouette, creating an easy, almost sloped shoulder line. And it drapes really beautifully, especially in heavier wools or even gabardines, like in a trench coat. This is what gives the Raglan coat its effortless elegance. It looks natural, unforced, and very relaxed, yet somewhat refined. Over time, the design evolved from a military greatcoat to a mainstay civilian outerwear. Tailors began experimenting with single and double-breasted versions, belted, and fly front closures, often cut in that signature A-line silhouette that slightly flares from the shoulders down. Coat makers like Burberry and Aquascutum adopted the style for their raincoats and trench coats, spreading it throughout Europe and beyond. Now here at Principal M, we've refined our own version with structure through the chest for clean lines and kind of a natural drape through the sleeve for ease and, again, comfort, keeping that sense of movement that really defines the Raglan. There are a few reasons why the Raglan coat stands out and why it's one I reach for day after day in the winter. Number one is comfort. It moves with you and never feels restrictive. The sleeve construction gives your shoulders freedom, and the easy drape makes it one of the most comfortable coats you can really wear throughout the day. Number two, it's very versatile. It pairs just as effortlessly with tailoring as it does with denim and knitwear. With its popular A-line silhouette, it's generous enough to layer over a suit, yet relaxed enough to wear casually with jeans and sweaters. The third reason is function. A longer coat naturally covers more of your lower body, offering better insulation and better warmth. So it's practical, it's protective, and elegant, which is exactly what good tailoring should be. When it comes to choosing a Raglan coat, color and fabric weight make all the difference. Now, earthy tones like brown feel a bit more casual, a bit more relaxed, while gray or navy come across as slightly more formal and versatile. But ultimately, it all comes down to how you style it and what you wear it with. It's also important to choose the right fabric weight for the climate that you live in. This gray coat is made from a wool cashmere blend at around 550 grams. It's perfect for colder weather, comfortable even when the temperature's around freezing point. Now this brown coat, on the other hand, is cut from a robust 680 gram wool. It's heavy and dense enough to get me through the coldest parts of sub-freezing winters. If you guys would like to learn more about fabric weights and how to choose the right overcoat cloth for your climate, I go into much more detail in another video, so I'll link that below and up here, I guess. So while we may never know the exact origin of the Raglan sleeve, whether it began in ancient Khitan or the battlefields of the 19th century in Europe, what we do know is that it has truly stood the test of time. It's a design born from practicality, refined through tailoring, and carried forward by generations of well-dressed men. And if you're thinking of adding one timeless piece of fine tailoring to your wardrobe, this should be it. When made from a quality cloth and tailored to your proportions and fit, it's a coat that will serve you for many, many winters to come. I can promise you that. At Principal M, the Raglan coat has become one of our signature pieces year after year, a winter favorite. Balancing structure with ease and tradition with modern wearability. If you're looking for a coat that moves with you, that complements every outfit, and feels as good as it looks, the Raglan is the one.